This is Barry Zalma, Zalma on Insurance. I am an attorney who has retired from the active practice of law and now work as an insurance claims consultant and insurance claims expert witness and author and producer of these videos. Today it's time to speak about applying ethics to the work of the insurance professional. When an insurance professional has a well-developed ethical compass, he or she can always apply that ethical compass to his or her work and will almost always treat the insureds and claimants they come in contact with fairly and in good faith. Failure to do so avoids the essence of insurance, which is based upon the implied in fact covenant of good faith and fair dealing. The insurance professional must comply with the insurance company's system of internal accounting, auditing, and claims controls, as well as statutes and regulations imposed on insurers by state insurance departments. No action designed to circumvent such controls, procedures, statutes, and regulations should be tolerated by the insurance professional or insurance company management. When reporting to management, the insurance professional must ascertain that the records reviewed and reported to management are accurate and must ensure that all business transactions are properly authorized. All records and reports must be fairly and accurately reflect the transactions or occurrences to which they relate. All records and reports must fairly and accurately reflect in reasonable detail the company's assets, liabilities, revenues, and expenses. The company must never, with the assistance of the insurance professional, contain or produce records or reports that contain any false or intentionally misleading entries. The insurance professional must ascertain that records and reports are accurate and ensure that no transactions are intentionally misclassified. All transactions are supported by accurate documentation, and no information is concealed from the internal auditors, the independent auditors, the audit committees, management, or full board of directors. The ethical insurance professional, whether a junior underwriter, a new claims adjuster, or a grizzled and experienced underwriter or claims person, will be responsible for establishing and maintaining procedures that encourage and reward professional integrity, eliminate any pressure or incentive to achieve specific financial results by altering any records or other entities or entries, or willfully misapplying accounting policies, insurance policy wording, or deny claims simply to avoid payment. The professional will comply with the requirements of the state's Fair Claims Settlement Practices, statutes, and regulations, and report to management accurately how the statute was complied with and what was done by the insurance professional to comply with the Fair Claims Settlement Practices regulations. The insurance professional must never enter into transactions that are designed to circumvent insurance statutes and regulations, never disguise the true nature of the transaction, and never encourage members of the insurance company underwriting and claims departments to report deviations from accounting policies, practices, and fair claims settlement practices required by state statute and state regulation. The ethical insurance professional must be aware that practices that are perfectly legal and widespread can still be unethical. Often it is important to use the good judgment of the insurance professional following an ethical compass and applying the covenant of good faith and fair dealing. It is often best to ignore the advice of counsel if the insurance professional is convinced the advice is correct legally, but violates his or her ethical compass and the promises made by the insurer in the policy. The ethical insurance professional will always be aware that even if all the rules and regulations are complied with, there exists an incredible ability to distort or flatter the appearance of the financial health of the company. The number one rationalization of an unethical insurance professional is that the practices were approved by management or counsel. The insurance professional following rules unquestioning is no more ethical than a Nazi officer claiming he was only following orders when he shot unarmed prisoners. There should be no excuse for an insurance professional to act unethically. For example, the Florida Administrative Code provides, quote, Florida Administrative Code Rule 69B-220-201 (3) ethical requirements for all adjusters and public adjusters and apprentices states, the work of adjusting insurance claims engages the public trust. An adjuster shall put the honest treatment of the claimant above the adjuster's own interests in every instance. When the insurance professional becomes aware of a violation of ethical standards, he or she must immediately advise management, the insurance company's general counsel, or the company's outside counsel, as well as immediately advise the CEO and board of directors. For example, New York rules of professional conduct permit an attorney to accept compensation from one other than the client, provided there is consent and full disclosure, but that rule does not go so far as to permit the fee to be paid by the adversary. To do so would violate the ethical consideration which the rule is designed to implement. The insurance professional must recognize that it is a violation of ethics to remain silent about a violation. If the unethical conduct is a crime, the professional must recognize the existence of the crime of misprision of a felony that holds a person who knows of a crime and does not report it as much a felon as the criminal. Ethical issues require immediate action by the insurance professional and include but are not necessarily limited to fraud, objectivity in financial reporting, removing all conflicts of interest, objectivity in all claims and underwriting reporting, and implementation of a code of conduct or code of ethics. In addition, the insurance professional should be at the vanguard when it comes to setting a good ethical example to all insurance company personnel. The insurance professional should drive the process for assessing adherence to the insurance company's code of ethics, both by his or her statements and always by his or her actions. This video was adapted from my book, Ethics for the Insurance Professional, 2nd edition, which is available as a Kindle book and as a paperback from Amazon.com and can be accessed through my website, Zalma.com, by clicking on the Insurance Claims Library. If you found this video to be interesting or useful to you, in your professional capacity, please forward it to your colleagues and subscribe to both my YouTube channel and my blog so that you can be advised of future blog postings and videos. Thank you for your attention.